I'm American in a place where dumb Americans were less popular than the clap. If I was gonna find my way out of this mess, I was on my own. It looked like there was a bar up ahead. The irony was not lost on me. I figured sobriety was no use to me dead.
И из-за чего вылетело, интересно?
Tá mais garotinha não, hein?
De jeito nenhum. Ela é meio Raimunda. Tem cara de bruxa, mano.
Ah, não tô nem aí, cara. Só fechar o olho.
O que esse cara quer?
Aí, bela camisa, hein? Tu perdeu o cuzão, amigo.
Hey, are you lost?
In more ways than I could possibly explain.
I know you. At the disco, with the gun. Yeah, you had hair back then and better clothes. Anders Dedling from Steele, North Dakota. Why on earth are you here?
Well, I'm, looking for someone. What are you doing here?
Oh, we came to help the cause. See, after I retired, my wife, she said I had to do something. And, well, you know, I always loved kids, so I got involved in Angels of the Hill. Oh, it's a great cause, and they're really great folk, and, well, now we come down twice a year to help inoculate the children of the favelas. Yeah, oh, simply wonderful, giving back. Whole family does it. In fact, my little girl's coming in a couple of days.
Aren't you afraid?
I was a cop for 25 years. And granted, Steele ain't San Paulo, but, you know, I seen things. And people are the same everywhere, good, bad, and different.
Listen, have you heard anything about a woman, about 28, rich? She was kidnapped. I heard she was being held around here.
No?
All right, well, good luck.
All right, you too. You look like you need it. I gotta get back at it. Hey, I'll say a prayer for you.
Another life lesson I didn't want.
Ei, Pedro. Boa. Gisele tem hoje? Aí, mais gostosa do que nunca. Ô, sai de cima de mim, meu. Ô. Maluco, pô.
Ой-ля. Ля.
I hoped this classy-looking establishment would
Yeah.
have a phone so I could call Passos. Either that or a gun so I could shoot myself and save these kids the bother.
Hey, that telephone?
Telefone, vai lá no fundo, ó. Segue em frente.
When you're stuck in a foreign country and you don't know the words for reverse charges, and you're in some lonely skin joint in the middle of some poor slum, having just had every last cent robbed from you, and you call yourself a bodyguard, then you know you're a loser.
Hey, Matt. Can I buy you a beer?
Do I know you?
I don't think so.
Look, if you're gonna shoot me, make it quick, I'm a little busy.
If I was going to shoot you, I wouldn't waste a beer.
Wait, come on. I'm trying to dry out a bit, so just a soda, please.
Sure. Why don't you go sit down? Guaraná pra ele, chopp pra mim. Bem gelado.
Ля.
Interesting haircut, by the way. Meant to tell you that.
Yeah, well,
Wilson da Silva. Very good to meet you.
nice to meet you, I think.
Although you'll forgive me if I promise never to employ you as my bodyguard. You did a great job watching after Rodrigo Branco.
Fuck you.
You were set up.
Bet your ass I was.
Now,
Ля.
let me ask you something. Have you ever seen this guy? Serrano.
Yep, he's a real sweetheart.
Yeah, you sure put his gang out of business. But don't worry, those guys, they're a small fry. This is the guy I'm interested in. Neves. And this is his little buddy here. Milo Hegel. They work for this vigilante group, Crasha Preto.
Yep, I know him.
Well, they're very popular with right-wing politicians. Like Victor Bronco. Now, you see, many years ago, he helped clear some villages on a bit of land Rodrigo Bronco wanted to develop.
Rodrigo Bronco?
Yes, he did some very bad things. Anyway, have you ever seen this guy?
Maybe at the stadium.
I knew you were involved in that business. You know, I wanted to investigate that, but I got an order to blame it on some local street kids instead. Tell me, what happened there?
Nothing. We simply went to hand over some cash to this guy's clowns for a ransom exchange when this guy's clowns jumped us and they shot everybody.
Apart from you and your boy Passos.
That's right. But we had to shoot our way out of there.
They let you go. It's okay, it's a little weird right now. But I know that Victor Bronco is involved in all this. I just don't know how or why. And I know that the Ufe are involved in all this as well, but I just don't know how or why. And you know what's gonna happen? The moment is gonna come along when I put all these pieces together, and at that moment, someone is gonna come along and put a bullet in my head. Anyway, listen.
Hello?
I think you might want this.
Thank you. I'll need it.
And if it's Fabiana Bronco you've come looking for, I think she's up the hill.
So why don't you just go get her?
I don't know. I'm a cop. I mean, I'll fight corruption. I'll stand up to the rich and dumb, but if I go up that hill right now, I'll be dead in 3 minutes or less. Maybe you too, Max. You're in the jungle now.
So it appears.
If you survive the next hour, let's speak. You help me. And I'm gonna do what I can to help you. Good luck.
I didn't know what to make of what this guy had just told me. What was true and what was just someone else's convenient bullshit. Then some less than friendly locals came in and found me in the wrong mood to party.
Peraí. Olha quem tá aí. E aí, gringo? O que você tá fazendo aí?
No comprende. Leave me alone.
Você tem alguma coisa pra mim? Do you got something for me?
For you? Tell you what I got. I got a gun, and if anybody thinks they're gonna take it from me, they'd be dead wrong.
Бля, сукин сын, а?
I'd have felt worse taking someone's medication if everybody in that place hadn't been trying to kill me.
Пидора.
Tá acontecendo aqui, caralho?
Eu não vou falar de novo. Cala a porra da tua boca.
Por favor, me deixe embora. Eu tenho filhos pra criar.
O seu povo arrombado.
Chegou a sua vez, filho da puta!
Что за тайминг ебаный?
Não, por favor.
Caralho!
Tá acontecendo aqui, caralho?
А, шлюха! Бля, приманка ебаная. Опа, опа. Что?
filho pra criar! Fui atingido! Fui atingido! Filho da puta! Não, por favor!
Deixa que não vou discutir o seu corpo arrombado.
Ai, ai, ai! Seu nó aqui, caralho!
Сукин сын, а? Чуть не убил. Ля.
É dinheiro que você quer?
No shooting! Por favor, amigo! No!
Relax, soldier.
You're American? Oh, jeez, buddy. Am I glad to see you? Oh, fuck me. I've been coming to this shithole town for the last 5 years. It's like a fucking insane asylum. But it's got the cheapest pussy in the world. Fuck me. I mean,
You're in a cat house in the slum, pal, doing who knows what.
I'm a businessman, bro. And they were fully legal in this country. I think. And I know how to tip, all right? It ain't my fault, man. It ain't my fault. Don't judge me, all right?
Have a nice day. Jesus, what a fucking creep. It was Monday afternoon, and I'd already been thrown out of a party, gone to a strip club, and got into a bar fight. This latest midlife crisis was certainly ticking all the boxes.
Пропал.
Pega, puta!
É o gringo.
Ah, não sei. Tô vendo porra nenhuma.
A gente desce ou não?
Foda-se. Isso aí já era, não vale a pena não.
É certo. Vamos lá.
The fireworks display was clearly in my honor, making sure everyone knew to roll out the red carpet for their surprise guest. I was walking into another not-so-welcome party. These hoods didn't look like Commando Sombra. Not that I was gonna get picky. This was clearly their turf, and I'd just shot up their favorite skin joint.
Olha aí, porra, eu vou meter bala nessa cabeça.
Пидора.
Tua bicha, não vai vazar! Me dá cobertura! Vai morrer no carro! Vai fazer confusão!
Прямо в зуб.
Foda-se, filho da puta!
Ужасно. Это было ужасно. Живо ли? Чмо. Вот это из суки так и надо. Просто для так и надо.
I was getting nowhere fast. The cold turkey was messing with me, like I was looking through another. I could hear a woman screaming. I needed to focus. I thought I'd found Fabiana, but instead I'd stumbled across some testosterone fest. A bunch of young punks with guns killing time the only way they knew how. Nova Esperanza wasn't exactly a dinner and movie kind of place. I recognized the hoods who jumped me earlier. I was trying to decide whether to crash this party or turn back, when my natural grace and finesse made the decision for me.
Сукин сын, а? Блядь! Пиздец. О, что? Все, последние пилсы упали.
This was going to be a safe medical detox.
Макс, не пугай меня, не надо так делать.
These bastards look different, tougher, more capable. They didn't look like Serrano's boys, but I could tell I was moving up the food chain. I hoped Fabiano wasn't going to be served up come feeding time.
Закрыл, блядь, окна.
Say what you want about these hoods. They knew more about branding than a Madison Avenue art director. Tropa Z. Looked like Nova Esperanza had a civil war to add to its long list of reasons not to visit.
Tá faltando uma loira gelada. Falou que ia buscar, porra. Foi, falei esse otário aqui 3 vezes, aí até agora nada.
Vai tomar no seu cu, rapaz. Vai buscar cerveja cedo.
Que porra que tô fazendo mais?
Sei lá, os malandros matariam sua mãe por uma trouxa de maconha.
Пидор. Поднял, блядь, хайп. Опа.
Soccer had gotten Claudio away from the favela, but it hadn't gotten him far enough. I couldn't imagine his death had done much to boost the CS's approval ratings in that part of town.
Пидор, блядь. Срался, дел. Ну-ка, давай-ка отсюда. Спасибо. Какой же я косой, пиздец. Ужас. Кто там свистит? Пиздец, из меня просто какие-то рандомные аптечки выбивают. Что за хуйта? Понятно, понятно, в любом случае всегда. Что за говно? Че за просадки ебаные? Пидор. Сукин сын, да?
Só mija. O que é, seu filho da puta? Caralho! Caralho, porra! Ai, meu Deus! Merda, merda, merda! Segura, nossa, de duas rodas! Mais rápido, mais rápido, mais rápido!
Нормально вообще?
Passos had told me about this stuff. Oxidado. They called it rust, packed full of healthy ingredients like quicklime and kerosene, cheaper, stronger, and deadlier than crack. Easily marketed to the poor and desperate. All in all, a fine, honorable way to earn a living. Cigarettes. Fireworks. I couldn't find any clues in this place, so I decided to do my bit for the drugs trade. That much security, it had to be Serrano's pad. Since I was in the neighborhood, I figured he wouldn't mind if I dropped in and thanked him personally for his hospitality. It wasn't like he wasn't expecting me.
Пиздец, что происходит? Ебать. Сгорел на работе. Вот ужас. У меня всего лишь одна, да, эта хуйня? Блять, какой же нахуй момент. Ёбаный рот. Нормально.
I had to hope the king was in his castle. As I approached the spot, I could hear raised voices. Then I saw that Marcello had turned up with a suitcase full of money along with Fabiano's sister, Giovanna. I only understood a little, but things were not going well. I wasn't expecting quite so many armed goons, but there was no backing out now. I would just have to act harder than I felt.
Put the guns down! Let the girls go. No one needs to die, asshole. Tomar no cu, seu gringo de merda. Vou matar sim. Don't you kill her! Don't you? Okay. Atividade! É a porra da UFE! Ó, você fica com o gringo! Atividade! Depois vamos nessa, caralho! Atividade! Atividade, caralho!
Here I was again, with all hell breaking loose around me, standing over another dead girl I had been trying to protect.
Глава 8. Пощады ждать нет.
We'd only been married a short time. By now she'd been dead longer than I knew her. I still hadn't really forgiven myself for the Mona business, but I knew that was just grief. The insanity that comes with losing the life you had built. Michelle, I missed her with every part of my being. I hated the world for not killing me with her, and I hated myself for allowing this to happen to her and our little girl. But I knew I had to leave town.
Excuse me. Max Payne?
Somehow, I didn't think he was about to tell me I'd won the lottery.
Нет, 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 только не надо. Сука! Падла.
If I could get back to Passos, we'd be in a slightly better position to handle this situation.
Блядь, новое придется заказывать, пиздец. Ужас нахуй, ужас. Так, тут какие-то еще интересные вещи были.
I couldn't just leave him. I knew I shouldn't have gone there, and that Passos might have to pay the price for my sentimentality.
Sorry, I just had to say goodbye.
You okay? I will be once we get out of here. I get the feeling those weren't the only guys DeMarco sent after.
I got that feeling too.
I started to wonder if my luck was about to run out when I realized it had, a long time ago. That's why I was here.
There he is! The money's mine! That's if there's anything left to identify
Ебать,
the
конченый.
bodies with. You good? Yeah, I'm okay.
Нет, это ужас. Это какой-то отвратительный аим. Отвратительный. Что это у нас тут? Угу. Другое дело. Прикол. Что я надеялся? Блин.
The energy for an encore? Let's move!
Блин, а где же? Тут должны быть могилы Винни-Ганити и этого Владимира.
Something for the cold.
This way, through the gate.
Come on, hey, wake up, let's go.
The troops had arrived. Either DeMarco had thrown an army at this job, or he'd put a high enough bounty on our heads to attract every contract-buying scumbag on the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, but how are we gonna know who whacked them? Huh? I got hollow points.
Блять, гранатку бы
We all
туда.
got hollow points. Look, we'll split the bounty nice and even, all right? All right, fair. That's all. I look like a fucking socialist to you, fool. An aid worker. We'll work it out together. Okay? Look, cuz, how long have we been doing this?
I'm not giving no handouts.
Not asking for a handout. We're out here working.
Whatever. Shut up, whatever.
Don't shut
Whatever
up.
you say.
There he is! Right?
Just look.
Joe!
Oh! We got it here!
Ой, хули ты? Ну, как, пас.
Passos had put some distance between himself and the goons. I meant to follow.
I got someone. I think it's the hit. That Max Payne. The other guy might be here as well. Where you at? Over by that truck. He's like Latino or something.
Ну и как вы себе представляете это? А.
They didn't have much of a reason to keep Passos alive, whoever they thought he was.
А, на X обернулся назад, типа, да, круто. Круто. Вы же понимаете, что плечо менять гораздо удобнее функция. Блин, могила как-то должна выделяться среди остальных. Где же она? Где же? Где же она? Где же?
I guess they helped with the grief.
Look, man, just be cool, okay? Be cool.
Don't tell me to be cool. You Max Payne?
Who?
Very fucking funny.
Whatever.
You're Max Payne. I thought he was fucking Max Payne.
Confusing, huh?
Hey, you make one more move, and this guy, whoever the fuck he is gonna get fucking dead. Look, man, give yourself up, and DeMarco might have a change of conscience, huh? Might grant you one last reprievement. Ain't no reprievement gonna be found otherwise.
I don't even know who he is.
You think I'm playing around
Chill
here?
the fuck.
I'm done saying my goodbyes. Let's get out of here.
Max, man, I owe you.
Кого? Блин, пиксель какой-то там попал. Ты чё, сука, охуел? Получай. Увидел меня еще. Что? Сколько вас в одних кустах? You got my back, man. Man. Ну и где? А это, между прочим, улика. А не насрано. Мичель Коп. Вильям. Питер Голдвин.
Holy shit! What the hell is going on here?
Don't worry about it. Just get out of here, okay?
Sounds like a fucking war is going on.
Calm down.
Some poor bastard quite literally on the graveyard shift. Must have been wondering why there were suddenly more bodies above ground than below.
Бля.
Sniper! Shit!
All I can hope for is that he didn't even hear the shot that killed him.
Get down! Shot came from the top of the mausoleum! Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Hey, asshole! Don't let them draw you out!
Бля, повезло. Да встань ты за этот камень, еб... Да.
Sure. Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
You gotta move again! I'll give you cover! Wait on me! Quick! Shit! More guys!
А кто не попал? Снайпер или ребята? По всей видимости, ребята. А, у меня патронов не осталось в этом
This is
говне.
the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Get in cover, you idiot! More of them! They're rushing you! You got my back!
Tell me you're okay, bro. Tell me you're okay.
Cover me.
You're good. I got it.
You okay?
Sure. Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
You gotta move again! I'll give you cover! Wait on me! Get behind that thing! Be careful, man!
Shoot him! And then keep him busy.
I'm down! Oh no, you don't!
I'm gonna cover you again! See if you can flank him! Get a shot!
Run, duck, flank. Easy orders to give when you're way behind the front line.
Windows coming up!
Great.
Flank him, man, to the left! Left, left! Go up the stairs! Don't go up the stairs! Go! Hit the gravestone! That's the stairs, man! Left! 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 Go up the stairs!
Ты чё, дурачок, в каком городе? Ком, блять, надгробие, ты чё? Не понял.
That's the stairs, man! Left! 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 Go up the stairs! Don't go up the stairs!
Я что-то проебал, да?
We'd come in here to hide, not very successfully as things turned out.
Freeze!
As opposed to what? Disco dance?
Shut the fuck up, half-caste.
Turn around. Turn around. Move. Move!
Hold it! That way, you fucking jokers. Move!
Where are we going?
Hey, take it easy.
You killed my son. You killed my fucking son. My boy.
Bilbo.
My only son.
Bilbo Baggins.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Fuck you! Sorry for your loss. But your son was killed in gun battle. A battle he started.
Shut your fucking mouth! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Fuck you! You killed my son! You fucking spick! Ow! You killed my son! Dig! Now!
I have to admit, I almost felt bad for the guy.
Dig!
Sure, he had lived a bad life, but I, of all people, knew that living with this grief would be payment enough for any sins. Still, perhaps not so bad that I was prepared to dig my own grave and let these goombas kill me without even getting some dirt on their hands.
Your body ain't gonna bury itself. Dig, motherfucker!
I didn't want to tell the guy there were 45 other bodies in the cemetery that weren't receiving their Christian rites. I figured the Gravedigger Act would buy us some time.
I'm getting tired just watching you!
Boom! No! Are you going or die?
Блин, а если до конца
You all right?
ждать?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, follow me.
Вот же она. А я ее так долго искал. Винсент Ганетти, 2003.
Vinny Gognetti. I didn't think there was enough of him left to fill a grave. Poor son of a bitch. His antics had brought the once great house of Punchinello to its knees, and they were still struggling to stand up.
A major malfunction.
Какой урод! Просто мне патроном.
The morgue. How appropriate.
а?
I didn't mind saying goodbye to this place whacked out on meds.
Бля, как ты тут оказался? А, их тут гримируют. Порядок наводят.
Hey, psst, this way. Up there. Go on, go, go, go. You go first.
All right, gentlemen, thank you.
This place looks about as good as any to make a stand.
At least the coroner won't have to go far to go to work.
Like I said, Passo's always had a good sense of humor.
We gotta find a phone. I got a connection in Queens who can help us.
Huh. All right.
Spread out and clear every room before you move on. We don't want to miss these damn fools.
Our SOS was gonna have to wait.
Damn fool. Oh.
Take them out. Keep your eyes open.
Can't move here, Max! You gotta get out there and take him out! Shit.
В смысле, а почему я могу?
Get up there, take him out! He's got all the angles! He's got a beat on me, man! He's got a fucking beat on me!
This was the place, if not the time, to play my dirge. It didn't come out right, but I wasn't in much of a state to do anything, apart from kill people. Maybe that's the only thing I'm good for in any circumstance.
Бля.
Okay, let's find that phone. Make a call.
Это было интересно.
There's gotta be a landline in that office, man.
Вы так долго не могли разглядеть телефон на столе?
I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, at least for a little while.
Let me just call somebody, get a little help, and we'll get out of here. Hey, it's me. Look, we really need to get out of New Jersey. Yeah, things are heating up. We got like half the New Jersey mob after us. And a cemetery in Hoboken.
Here I was again, halfway down the world, and still looking at the bodies of women I was supposed to protect. Only difference now is, I didn't understand the language.
Vai pra lá! Tranquilo, pode ficar tranquilo! Fica nessa parede, seu americano de merda! Que porra tá acontecendo aqui? Que merda tá acontecendo aqui?
Haven't you figured out I don't speak your fucking language?
Seu gringo de merda! Cala a boca, seu gringo!
That's right, I may be a moron, but here's the thing. I ain't quite as dumb as I seem.
Не понял, а убить?
It was time to get out of there. Seemed like someone had decided to carry out some impromptu justice on the street life below. I'd failed Rodrigo and I'd failed Fabiana. And that awful nightclub, the stadium, the docks. I'd been given enough chances to make this right, and again I'd blown it. Perhaps this was my punishment from the fates. Keep reliving the same mistakes for all eternity. The cops didn't seem too concerned with meeting their arrest quotas. Between me and Sao Paulo's finest, it'd be a miracle if the CS were still in business by the end of the day. The place was swarming with cops. They weren't there for me, as far as I could tell. And I'd blundered my way into enough clusterfucks for one day. If these fools could buy me some time, I might have a chance to get to Marcelo and Giovanna before somebody put a bullet in their heads too. Giovanna and Marcelo were still alive, but I didn't hold out much hope they'd stay that way for long. I'd already lost the ransom money, got the hostage killed, and I was only just getting started. This was turning into another fine example of private security work. I'd heard about these raids. Rent-a-thugs in body armor sending a message to the poor that the cops are still in charge. When they hit the favelas, they came in hard and fast. Anyone was fair game, as I was about to find out.
Таблеток нету. Пиздец. Чё я без таблеток? Как, блядь, поставь? Хэт пробили. Пизда. Бля, серьезно, патронов нету? Ёпа. Пиздец, ни одна обойма была. Я хуею.
The odds of me getting out of there alive, let alone Giovanna and Marcello, were narrowing with every passing second.
Пошла нахуй.
My body ached and my eyes burned. I
Хуя
needed
чё
something to straighten me out.
заныкала у себя в душе. О, сука. Чего вы делаете? Чего вы делаете? Бегите, блядь, глупцы. Ах ты, сука. Вперед. Ебать, он там уже лежал. Вы чё, охуели? Я вот сейчас с пистолета, блядь, съем. Новый, блядь, напросили.
I was still alive, and still not all that happy about it. Why did the easy way out never come? Maybe I thought I didn't deserve it.
Você tá me tirando, porra? Alguma coisa, seu filho da puta! O seu chefe, seu filho da puta! Cadê o serrano? Não, mano, eu não sei nada. Ele me pegou! Atirem nele!
Блядь, ты чё нахуй? Они еще живы. А я нет. Чего они такие, блядь? Блядь, пистолет, да-да, помощнее будет.
Man, I was guessing these guys didn't spend their spare time studying the Geneva Convention. Jesus Christ, these bastards weren't playing games. These were the same paramilitary cops I had seen executing fools after the failed kidnapping at the party. Nasty business. If these were the guys De Silva was worried about, maybe he had a point. Yes, this was definitely them. Jesus Christ, these bastards made the NYPD look like the Hare Krishnas. I couldn't make much sense of what I was seeing, but I had the feeling it wasn't that strange for anyone else. I had no option but to take the scenic route. These charmers weren't there to make a couple of arrests. They were bussing them out by the dozen. But who was I to cast judgment on proper police procedure and justifiable use of force?
Traz essa puta aí, ó.
Sair daqui. História de merda. Eles nunca aprendem a lição. Traficantes e viciados, né? Espera o quê?
У меня нету аптечки, итальянский рот. Просто no chance.
Pra sair daqui. História de merda. Eles nunca aprendem a lição. Traficantes e viciados, né? Espera o quê?
Шлем идет. Это другое дело. Сука, живи, Макс. Живи, блядь.
It seemed like as good a place as any to lie low and get my bearings. Problem was, some other fine gentleman had the same idea. I'd gone from out of luck to unarmed and shit out of luck. Another reminder, not that I needed one, that any low point can always go lower, as my new friends were about to find out. It was Sao Paulo's finest and a busload of lucky winners they'd picked out earlier. I decided I might as well follow them. I was lost and they were going somewhere. And it was the closest I was going to get to a plan. Where were they taking them? Did they have Marcelo and Giovanna? Was this just an average favela raid or something more? When all you're left with is questions, I guess your only option is to go with your gut. And my gut was telling me, that band of merry men would lead me to some answers. Answers I'd soon wish I'd never received. What was going on here? They looked like the same paramilitaries from the stadium in office attacks. Something felt wrong. In fact, everything felt wrong. Anytime those guys decided to join the party, you could be sure it wasn't gonna end in a piñata and a slice of cake. What the fuck was this? The vigilantes doing an exchange with the death squad cops? Were they buying people? What the hell for? None of this made too much sense. These two were serious operatives. One was a band of hired killers and the other supposed to keep the peace. Yet they were doing deals. Now I had to find Giovanna and Marcello. Without a better plan, I thought I'd better follow this bastard.
Não faz isso não, viu? Por favor, não faça isso não.
Vamos acabar com essa porra. Cala a boca, sua puta. Vem pra cá.
Here was Giovanna and Marcello. What the hell were they about to do to him?
Marcello!
Jesus. Shit. Damn.
Filho da puta! Você tá fudido, gringo!
You bastard.
Giovanna! Listen, you're gonna be okay. No. You don't want to do that. Come on. Go.
Не, пиздец, я вообще забыл, о чем игра.
It's a legendary
Начало и
gang way
конец
of
помню.
killing people.
These are no ordinary street gang.
I guess they want people to think they are. With this, they can justify the killings of today and the people they took.
Shh. Quem fez isso?
Foi americano.
Foi?
He's blaming you for the death of his friend.
Porra de americano. Você morre, porra. Caralho. Contra ele. Mata ele.
Pode deixar, eu mato.
Ну, полежим в говне, отдохнем. Самое время.
After a couple of hours of lying in shit, you learn to appreciate what you've got. And right now, all we had was each other. I was a wreck, and Giovanna, well, I knew what she'd seen no amount of drugs or therapy could erase. That kind of pain follows you around forever. The constant shadow of a wasted life. The poor girl had been through enough. We had to find a way out of there.
Глава 10. Либо ведешь, либо...
Giovanna was calling Passos. I didn't know if this was a good place to hide or not. When half the local police force and
Либо
a crew
ведешь,
of
либо
paramilitary
стреляешь.
psychopaths want to send you upstairs, I reasoned the crowd was as good a place as any. At least when we got shot. Maybe some kind soul would take a video and put it on the internet.
Ля, какой...
Let's go. I just saw a cop looking at me.
All right,
Pastor said there's a good place to hide in the back.
just try to stay calm. Oh, come on. You okay?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I guess this is it.
No, keep going. That's a girl.
Come on. This way. In here. Just try to stay calm, right? I know this is fucked up.
I'm pretty calm. I'm also pregnant.
Ебать.
Me and Raul, Passos you call him. We just want to live somewhere, away from this shit.
I understand. I wanted that too, a long time ago.
What happened?
Just didn't work out that way.
Sorry to hear that.
Maybe things will be different. For you two, I mean. Passos is a lucky guy. Shh.
Já, chefe.
I don't think these guys are here for your baby shower. Get down. Stay out of sight.
Disperse e procure por toda parte. Temos que achar a menina e o americano também. Tá bom. Ok, chefe.
Ну и где теперь ваш шеф? Хуя.
Listen to me, it's gonna be okay. Just calm down, I said.
Calm down? Are you out of your mind?
Boa, vamos ver esse filho da puta! Vamos pegar eles, vá!
They're going to kill us!
Giovanna, just wait there! I'll be here soon.
There isn't going to be a soon if we stay here. We have to move.
Giovanna, get down!
Блять, Бенни Хилл какой-то ебаный. Полетел.
Oh, thank God.
You okay?
Yeah.
Here, quick. Climb under here. And open the gate from the other side. Quick! Stay right here while I check it out. Make sure you stay out of sight.
I can't do this.
Você tá procurando quem?
É o americano com a barra de nós queremos inimigo morto. Mete fogo nele!
Нет, ненормально, это вообще ненормально. Какая-то. Вы ебанутые, вы что за правда, блядь?
Short of riding in on a parade float, we couldn't have made our arrival more obvious. We had to hide someplace out of the open.
Слабо я, блядь, что я делаю?
I needed to get to my unhappy place. An army of paramilitaries and only my face made the front page. More publicity I didn't need. I had to get this poor girl out of there.
Oh my God, Max!
Come on.
What's going on? What's going on?
I don't know, but we gotta get the hell out of here. Let's go.
We're not going to make it, are we?
We'll be fine. We just gotta lay low till Passos gets here. This wasn't looking good. What the hell were Giovanna and Marcelo thinking going in there by themselves? Guess their plan was no more idiotic than mine, and I couldn't really fault them for losing faith in the Broncos security detail. Just check this. We need to get out of the open. A barely recovering alcoholic and an unarmed pregnant woman. We were hardly a SEAL team. I put our life expectancy at 5 minutes.
Hey,
if we were lucky.
if you can lift me up there, I'll see if I can lower it down.
All right.
Ready, go. You got it?
Giovanna was a brave girl. She wasn't giving up. And I guess that meant neither could I. Well done.
De nada.
Stay close and keep quiet. God damn it!
Na sacada!
Oh no, get down!
Pelo amor de Deus!
Ля, красота.
What now? There's no way down!
Hold on. Can you get through to that next room?
Yes, I think so.
Well, that may be our best bet. Go on, I'll meet you there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, don't worry. I'll find a way through. Just stay quiet and keep down.
I was getting good at this.
Max! 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 I can't see a way down here either!
There has to be something.
Oh my God! Max, look out!
Fala alguma coisa! Pra frente! Vamos lá!
Нормально.
Tá lá, menina! Payne!
Ah! Max! There's still more up here!
Shit!
I can't hold on! Max! There's more of them!
Там это где, блин? Нормально.
you okay?
I think so. There must be a way to drop those stairs down.
Wait a second. I'm going to try something.
О, найс. Какой-то странный рофл над лестницами, если честно. Не очень понятный.
The spoils of a desperate man. Come on, let's get the hell away from here. Go on, it's okay. I'm right behind you.
Да, ебись. Капитан бейсбольная фита, блядь. Да погоди, это тут, блядь, мой мультик.
As Aventuras do Captain Baseball Bat Boy. Episódio 204. Nosso herói idoso encontrou o esconderijo do Saci, onde ele mantém sua namorada, Bicycle Helmet Girl, como refém.
Yes! Ela não é minha namorada.
Me ajuda, me ajuda! Me ajuda, Captain Baseball Bad Boy! Mesmo sendo um velho rabugento que ainda usa roupas de jovem.
Mas quase ele não consegue levantar o taco, quando de repente ele tem uma ideia brilhante.
Eu tô velho demais pra usar esse taco. Tá na hora de trocar por algo que um velho usaria.
Captain Baseball Bad Boy sacou o seu melhor taco de golfe.
Acorda! Acorda!
Eu ganhei, filha da puta!
Eu te amo, Captain Baseball Bad Boy!
Eca!
Assista ao próximo episódio para ver as incríveis aventuras do Captain Baseball Bad Boy.
With little hope that things will improve in the next 18 months.
A report by human rights organizations documents evidence that up to 200 residents have gone missing from Sao Paulo's low-income neighborhoods in the past 3 months, an issue which they say is being ignored by both police and city officials. More Latin American news after this.
Hotel Mona.
An unforgettable place to stay.
I must be losing it.
Max, where are you?
Ну что ты делаешь? Ну что ты делаешь, блядь?
There's someone down there.
Там, блядь, это где? А, да. Бля.
Jesus, you nearly hit me.
Я?
Vai, frente, vai, vai! Estou preso aqui, acaba com esse cara!
Так, хотел прыгнуть, обосраться.
Corre, seu viado!
Why are they doing this, Max? This is so fucked up.
Our day had started with us hiding in filth, and got progressively worse. My luck was running true to form. Or rather, I was running true to form.
Should we wait here for Passos?
No, it's not safe enough. Come on. Damn it.
Max!
Quiet!
You're the one breaking in.
No, you're the one breaking in. Come on. Get your leg up. All right. You got it? Open the door.
Shh. Listen, listen.
Check it out. Stay here.
Vamos pra cima dele! Vem aqui! Atira! Ok, tô no controle!
Make sure there's no more of them.
Você não vai conseguir me atrapalhar!
Passos could have arrived already. We've got to get out of this place.
Acabou os esconde, sua putinha de merda! Minha condolência pra sua família!
I'm here. I'm here. It's okay. It's okay. Shit. Come here. This way. This way. You ever driven a bus before?
Of course I haven't.
Ever shot anybody?
No.
Well, it's drive or shoot, sister. And right now, I reckon I'll be better at the shooting. Come on. You can do this. All right, now listen to me. When I give you the word, I want you to slam it into gear, full on the gas, and drive us the hell out of here.
What?
Just drive the fucking thing straight and keep on going. Relax. You can do this. Ready? Go.
I can't control this thing!
You're doing fine.
Oh my god!
Try to stay calm. Keep going.
I don't know what I'm doing!
Just keep your foot on the gas.
Cuidado! Watch out!
Careful. Try to keep us straight.
Sorry! No, no! Oh no! Ah!
Чё.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh my god! Watch out!
Keep your foot on the
Кажется,
gas.
кипу.
I don't know what I'm doing!
Взрыв.
Блядь.
Hold on!
Пизда.
We're okay. We're okay. You good? That's a handy piece of driving. We gotta get out of here. Quick. Son of a bitch. Quick. Come on. Giovanna, go. I need you to get up to the roof of this building and get the Passos. Tell them to wait for me. Now go. Jump. Go!
I was just about to run to the roof when my savior and friend, the man whose unborn child I had just killed for, decided to leave without me.
Boy, Max! Get in! Quick!
Что? Чё? Что?
I can't believe that bastard just flew off on me. After everything we've been through, I saved his girlfriend's life.
Who? Raul Passos?
Yeah, Raul Passos.
Yeah, I know. I thought you guys were very close.
We were.
Well, you know what? I did a background check.
Jesus.
I mean, I thought the two of you worked for Rodrigo Branco.
Yeah, so?
So? Did you get paid by Victor?
Victor, no.
Well, Raul Passos did. 6 times. Dating back to a few months before you turned up. He even paid for a ticket for him to go to New York.
Why?
I don't know. My guess is to meet you.
But why?
I don't know. Maybe he liked you. Maybe he thought you needed a break.
That's funny.
I don't know. Maybe he wanted some dumb gringo to come down here to shoot things up and maybe to take the watch for Rodrigo when he got shot.
I don't believe that.
Why? Because you're not a dumb gringo? Or because you are?
You know, I have no fucking clue anymore.
Okay. Let me ask you something.
What?
Well, what is it that you really thought that you were doing down there in Panama? And don't tell me you're so naive as to think you were just down there guarding a woman.
I didn't know what to say.
I had been so loaded in Panama, I could scarcely remember my own name. I know things had got real heavy. Panama had been my second job with Passos.
Hey, Max, come on.
The first had been easy. Money for banging waitresses at some fancy wedding in the Caribbean. This seemed like another easy gig.
Yeah.
It was the middle of the day, and like any self-respecting idiot, I was half cut.
No, son, nothing like doing some good blows, some good friends on a boat. Daphne! Come here, I love this one.
Marcello, you're going to be the death of me? Alfredo Morchan.
Sure beats New Jersey, huh, Max?
Some ways.
Hey, come on, it's awesome!
Yeah. Everybody's drunk and tanned and listening to house music. Most of them have plastic surgery and they're all doing blow. I guess it is kind of like Jersey, huh?
That's very funny, Max. Hey, Saúde!
I gotta quit drinking so much. I'll give myself serious liver damage.
Hey, big deal. You can always get a new one. Relax.
I hope you're not drinking on the job, gentlemen. Kidding, I hope you are. Just stay off the yayo, I don't have enough to share. I'm kidding again! Oh, Mikey. Even though we just met, I feel like we are good friends, you know?
Ебать, Гуч.
I feel like
Сука, это же
safe with you guys. Know that, like real safe.
That's great.
Yeah, and I love New York. The East Hamptons, do you know it?
Not really. I spent my honeymoon in Montauk.
Oh, where's that?
It's just down the road.
Whatever. Last time I was there, I got so wasted, I nearly shit myself. I didn't know you were married.
Yeah, well, my wife passed away.
Good. No, not good. Bad. Real bad. But good because now I can get you laid a lot. It is great to be single, hey? I love a woman. She's with another and she doesn't want to know it. Fuck her. I mean, could you believe that shit?
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm going to go to speak to Felipe. Felipe! You crazy crackhead! Lay off the yayo, eh? Passos. Walk with me.
Yeah.
What's the deal with this guy, eh? He's kind of stuck up.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, sure, tá bom, but have him smile a bit more, you know? Because life is good! Where's the truck?
It's coming. Hey, soon.
Passos.
Yeah.
I gotta go lay down.
Okay.
Бля. Семнадцать 28.
¡No hay nadie aquí! ¡Este también
They didn't
está
help with
vacía!
my sea legs, but they sure as shit felt good.
¡No apunten ni fuego!
¡Encontré a uno de ellos!
Да, блять, я просто хотел в телефон-то попасть. Что вы делаете?
The dead guys looked like soldiers in one of those Central American guerrilla armies. Pirates with a manifesto. Psychos with a dream. That sort of bullshit. The radio. Maybe I could send out an SOS.
Disparos en la cubierta inferior. Vente a ver qué pasa. Asegúrate de que los burros no derrochen municiones con los tripulantes. Todos los demás siguen buscando.
It certainly wasn't the first time I'd woken up with a hangover, long after a party had turned sour. The need to get out of the boat's hull and onto the upper deck as soon as possible was countered by the probability of running into another hijacker. I had to move carefully.
¡Está ahí!
О, в спину, что ли? Или куда? Не понял.
¡Aún estoy aquí!
Да ёб твою мать! Что у меня с лицом?
¿Cómo estás?
Сосать. Ну и хули я тут забыл? Интересный вопрос. Что мне делать? Там. Вот это я попал. Да, ни с чем нельзя взаимодействовать. Да вы заебали! Что вы там делаете? Сколько вас? Я вас всех убью уже. Все, нахуй, иди, последний бомж.
Fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender. How to shut off the fuel feeds. Move, Max. I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference.
Странно, скрип не перевернулся с первого раза какого-то хуя.
I could breathe again. Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed.
И вас тут не было.
So this was the famous Panama Canal. We could have gone to the moon while I was passed out and I wouldn't have noticed. While I'd been dead to the world, some of my shipmates were just plain dead. Where had they taken them?
Да ёб твою мать. Где, блядь, мои таблетки? Где мои таблетки?
So this was the famous Panama Canal. We could have gone to the moon while I was... It was a different scene than the one I'd stumbled away from. Where was everyone? I still didn't know what the hell happened.
Что? Я не понял, блядь. А, вот дверь.
The guys up ahead weren't dealing with passengers like the rest of them. Maybe I should have realized then that this was no ordinary kidnap job. Something on the boat had attracted the sharks. Whatever they were looking for appeared to be gone.
Сейф, что ли?
Daphne Bernstein, a recent divorcee, making the most of her considerable settlement, and Marcella was making the most of her. I don't want to think about it.
¡Puta, aquí no hay nada! ¡Miguel, venid para aquí!
There was something firing these guys other than good old-fashioned socialist zeal. What were they looking for? It didn't make sense. Why would they leave the jewels and rip open the walls? It didn't occur to me just what the other cargo on board could be.
Выкрути руку.
I was on a ghost ship in a ghost canal. The whole thing creeped me the hell out. The pirates wouldn't get everything.
Теперь что они откуда-то оттуда могут стрелять.
And the band played on. The boat was well appointed.
¡Está abierto!
Чё? Кто орёт-то, блядь? Кто орёт-то? Сукин сын, а, блядь, они отовсюду лезут, просто из каждой, блядь, щели поебал. Прилетает.
Maybe there was something on the bridge. I checked every other inch of the boat. I spotted Passos and Marcelo. If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through a band of violent paramilitaries and a worse hangover, I might not have wanted to get over to them so bad.
Hey, Passos!
At the time, I hadn't thought too much about this. I hadn't thought too much about anything. Now I remember it, it didn't seem quite so kosher.
What about what's-her-name? Daphne?
Do whatever you think is best.
I think it's best we try to go find her.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Now.
See? I didn't think Passos was a bad guy. He didn't need to try to save this woman or the crew.
Through here.
I didn't realize you knew your way around here. They were using that building to get across the canal.
Come on! We're gonna get her, let's get her!
There was some equipment in the truck.
There's gotta be a reason why they're going across the canal.
Come on, I don't know how much time we have! Go, 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 go!
We can get across up top.
Сука, о, заебали. Все, у меня таблетка нет? Да, это, блядь, пиздец. Рот.
I don't know what I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been the cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality.
Блять, просто болезнь поднимался. Я никому ведь, блять, не мешал.
¡No me mates! ¡No dispares!
Я скотина-психолог. А может быть, ты скотина-психолог?
I needed something to help me adjust to being back on land.
Какой же нахуй чмо? Чё? Я не понимаю, чё тут нихуя не лежит? Чё тут нихуя не лежит? А, во. Часть золотого калаша. Между прочим. Между прочим. Какой-то водный музей. Что это сейчас было? Что это сейчас было опять? Ебать, вот парень удивить меня хотел. Вот эти два удивили. Блин, это очень похоже на Дигл. А, ты заротейдж точно. Пиздец. Да и я. Дошло, да?
There'll be time for that in a minute.
Где Питер? Прикрестите мне.
Americans had a long and checkered history of involvement in Panama. This was my sorry chapter, for what it's worth.
Хуйта. Даже не улика. Говно ебаное. О, бля.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man. This is brutal. I didn't think things would be like this.
Ля. Мертвая, правда? Ля.
I should have jumped in that goddamn canal myself and swum my way back to New York.
Let me ask you again, Max. What do you think you were really doing in Panama?
I was drinking.
People died. Innocent people. Who do you think robbed you?
I don't know. I was told it was people who disliked Daphne Bernstein, something about an unpleasant divorce.
Her ex-husband worked on Wall Street. Do you think he has easy access to Panamanian death squads?
Guess I didn't really think about it.
You were smuggling something, weren't you?
No. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't think too much about it, but yes, Marcelo did drive off with something. I don't know what. I didn't see him until we got to Brazil a week or so later.
I think it was money. I think Marcelo and Victor have a friendly banker there in Panama. Your little cruise was to deliver the cash to him because there it's easier to launder.
But I thought the Broncos were rich.
Rodrigo's rich. The other two, they live well, but they don't have real money. Victor's campaigns were always financed by his brother. That is the way among certain rich families there. The eldest brother is the king. You know, he gets everything. The other two, not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. in Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
Well, Passos is a bum ex-cop. He failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but if...
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy. The American. Running around, acting like the action hero. Killing lots of people. You're a stroke of genius.
That ain't how it is.
You were an angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence and a history of a bad temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, let's take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? You want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives.
They did, I saw it.
But no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Caixa Preta?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops. They're cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE?
Right.
Max, you see that building now?
The Imperial Palace Hotel?
Well, that's what it says. People go in there, in large groups, under armed guard. But it isn't a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint, get a warrant?
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying. Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement.
Ну, нормально. Нормально, да. Глава 1.12. Великий американец, защитник обездоленных. Сан-Пабло, отель Империя Пабас.
I wasn't too excited about the acoustics in this place. A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band. It wasn't pretty, but I guess none of what was about to happen was gonna be. It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Pesado pra caralho, ele tá cheio de chumbo. Ah, comeu
Бля. Блять, они их для прикола, что ли? Что за дела-то?
Either those guys wheeled their trash out on stretchers, or something was seriously wrong here. If I'd thought about this too, Ufe, was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier, I'd have called it a coincidence, but I'd written off too many of those already. The Imperial Palace Hotel was a 5-star bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
Возможно.
Mesma coisa. O quê? Você não tá fazendo nada, tô fazendo tudo sozinho.
Como é que eu não tô pegando nada, rapaz? Tô trabalhando aqui, ficando de olho e escutando você reclamar.
Ó.
Olha o quê? Porra!
Нормально я все еще... Нет, кажется, уже нет.
Cuidado, ele está vindo nessa direção! Americano! Chegou a hora! Agora, avança!
Mesma coisa. O quê? Você não tá fazendo nada, tô fazendo...
Armas em posição! Mate o desgraçado!
Ну, я бы назвал не иначе, как прикол. По-другому и не назовешь. Он убежал? Ну, возьми автомат уже, ради бога. Есть прикол. Сука. Красиво. Красиво, пал. Так, хватит крутить эти пируэты шикарные, пожалуйста. Хватит орать! Ебать, вы нормальные вообще? Что вы сделали?
Where those bastards were going, they wouldn't need medication.
They will need medication. Yeah, boy.
I knew this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man.
Серьезно? Золотая деталь RPG.
Buffet. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crusher Prado. Now we just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. Da Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get...
Yeah?
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare.
А может быть добить, а? Развернись, блядь, добей нахуй.
Whatever hell this was Da Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it. I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
Ля, вы что делаете? Попал? Вот это плохо. Вот это мы, ребят. Не. Казалось. это откуда? Там еще один вылез. Контрольная точка неприлично далеко. Ля, вот это ребята вышли просто. Фейс-чек называется. Ау. Так, дайте мне автомат. Прекрасно. Сука, я тебя выйду. Давай, 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 давай. Сука, по кепочке прямо. Ай-яй-яй.
This was hell on earth. De Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. But I was in too far now.
In too far now.
There it was, the soundtrack to my life. And, for a few seconds, came harmony. Finally.
Finally. На обосранном рояле все-таки смог сыграть. Блядь. Точно, нахуй. Понятно.
What the fuck is going on here?
How much do you want?
What have you been doing?
I am a doctor. I help people.
What have you been doing here?
It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please.
What have you been doing?
I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots of money. I do important research. Please.
Caralho! Caralho!
Espera, espera. Eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho. Não, não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata. Não, não. Pelo amor de Deus.
Я не то.
For all Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in. Even I could guess what demolisão meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one.
Что он сказал? Ага. Оля! Круто. Ну, РПГ, видимо, не придется нам лицезреть. Хотя очень
There had to be something I wasn't seeing. It was locked from the outside.
Должно было быть что-то, что я упускал. Возможно. Давайте поищем. Можем, конечно, и в бачке покопаться. Здесь что ли?
They had a fucking arsenal in here. It was time to bring this little hellhole to the ground, so I decided to put some of their C4 to good use.
C4. Шлеп. На самом деле это прикол, никак нельзя приклеить на, блядь, на слюну.
Either Victor Bronco and Nevis were doing a lot of charity work together, or this was payment for something else. Were the Crusher Prado in Victor's pocket? Had he tipped them off about the stadium exchange?
Оля. Давайте возьмем нахуй.
I had to hurry up before more of those assholes showed up.
Чё за хуета? Что за хуета? Во, другое дело.
I'd seen some dark shit in my time, but this was something else. These vermin had gone into a place where life was cheap and found a way to get rich off it. I just wanted to finish this and get far away from here. But then, true to form, more of the rats came out of their holes.
Vocês ouviram isso? Quem sai desse prédio desse cara tá morto.
Аля, дурачки, все пизда вам на самом-то деле. Ай, потерял автомат.
At least my visitors have been kind enough to leave the gate open.
Так, возьмем еще патронов. Нормально.
Abre fogo, abre fogo! Vamos avançar no alto!
Выстрел, сука. Вот падла. Я полагаю, все. А, это оказывается я упал только что.
Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now.
Yeah. Сучонок, блядь. Пиздец, наверное, вас уже столько патронов потратил. О, блядь. О, блядь. Да погоди, это восстанавливать взрывчатку. Может тут, блядь, золотая часть говна лежит. О, ебать, я же говорю, лежит.
I had one chance to do this right. I had to focus.
Пулемет куда дел, сука?
That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building and all the evil in it.
Who wants to take a shot? You see what this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose. Let's do it.
Que porra que tá acontecendo aqui?
Senor Neves.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
Чем твоя
My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue. That's what my fucking problem is.
I don't know what you're talking about, American. All I know is what I hear about you. You bodyguard for the Brancos. They are all dead. You help the poor. Today, many of them dead. You are a proper American hero.
At least I fucking tried.
Well done with your effort. The whole city is grateful. The great American savior of the poor.
That's right.
You think you made any difference? You think stopping this legitimate business venture is helping anyone?
Legitimate? You're stealing people's organs!
We pay for everything! We have the record!
Oh, so people can sell their livers? Their hearts? Their eyeballs? You're insane, you sick fuck!
We kept people safe in the city! Decent people! Safe! I know a lot of powerful people.
Well, your powerful people aren't gonna help you out of this one, buddy.
Лё. Вот сука. Нет, нахуй, это нереально, блин. Все, теперь это точно не я. Бля, жесть. О.
City was dangerous, friend.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It's growing on me.
Nice to see a happy tourist smiling.
What the fuck are you doing here?
I came back.
I can see that. But why?
To save you.
Oh, yeah, real hero.
Listen.
No, come with me, Max. To Brazil. A chance to play the fall guy in a plot that my boss's brother's hatching to profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
What are you talking about? I know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo are trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get into using the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you.
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. This thing works.
Эх. Злой дядька. Глава 13. Злобный лысый жердяй.
I owe you everything.
No, you don't. I'm sorry I couldn't save your sister.
I was there. It wasn't your fault.
I was paid to protect her and I didn't.
She married into a sick family.
Maybe.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Thank you. Don't be too long.
Well, buddy, that's it.
Where are you guys gonna go?
I don't know, maybe back to New York, maybe down to Argentina. Giovanna has family in Salvador. Maybe we'll just stay there.
Yeah, I got business to take care of.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I know it was very wrong.
It's all right, it's done. And hey, I'm having myself a fun old time. Maybe this is how things had to be. Figure I might as well die in the sunshine as die in the snow.
Look, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I got a kid coming, you know how it is.
I know how that is.
You know, I almost didn't say goodbye to you. I said to myself, maybe this guy will put a bullet in me.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you. Try to look after yourself, Max, huh? Life is worth living.
If you say so, pal.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him.
You ready?
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered. It's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the UFE. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially, there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative?
Not bad. Creative.
De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up. Diga a Becker. Que vim para ele.
Аля. Сам пришел в полицию сдаваться. Вот это я долбоёб. Нахуй так жить. Нахуй так жить.
Ei, olha aqui. Tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Manda tua conta, rapaz.
Vai, fudeu! Meu conta deve tomar no cu, pô.
Ela não desgruda dela, meu.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, vou dar uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda.
Вроде, кстати, если не ошибаюсь, если игру пройти, то все субтитры будут на русском. Вроде бы. Как это такой прикол.
Você vai se proteger, cara? Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, cara. Eu? Se fudeu, filho da puta. Otário! Aí, otário! Deixa eu sair daqui!
Пиздец. Повесил.
Segura a porta aí.
Eu vi uma outra versão. Valeu, mas resolver aquela parada lá, hein? Demorou.
Valeu, amigo.
Hey, what are you doing here? Huh? I ask you a question. Answer him. Answer him. What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing here?
O que você está fazendo aqui?
What are you doing here?
I don't understand. I can't hear you.
What are you doing here?
Doing
You
here?
hit me in the ear.
Hey, answer me. What are you doing here?
Ой, бля, ебать, годики нахуй. Руки еще ему, блядь, развязали. Ой, пиздец.
Back in the precinct after all this time. Time to find out what the hell was going on.
Так, я очень хочу узнать субтитры. Поэтому я их не услышу даже второй раз. Ой! Хуя, я блямбу прямо въебалась, наверное. Нормально. Попытка номер 3. Что меня, блядь, одна пуля-то убивает в плечо? Какой-то специальный режим включился в полиции. Пиздекс. Что это такое?
I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later.
Еба. Деньги, блядь, наркота. Ну, сука, живут. Ну, блядь.
Seemed the anti-drug squad had a few habits of its own.
Ебучая дверь.
I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time. It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense Da Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Está me achando com cara de matar? Por favor, eu te fiz uma pergunta, porra. A gente te anda tranquilo, prometo. Tua última chance, me dá um nome. Eu só sei que...
Сука, почку мне продырявил. Блять, откуда они стреляют? Что за хуйня? Пауло Полис. Что? Меня кто-то звал?
The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more pressingly, seemed I was too.
Пиздец. Не, бля, вот это нужно.
The security switch had to be in that booth. Luckily, I wasn't the only cop with a pill problem. That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try and pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision.
Нормально. Не понял, блять. Я что, нахуй сдох? Да. Смешно придумали. Смешно. Ля. Вообще звук этим убили. Да. Видимо, реально времени нет. Не понял. Не понял. А, вот он. О.
Well, wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off.
Você tá tentando fazer? Quebra esse
Как всегда, какой-то готовый.
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes. Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time.
Сколько здесь золотого оружия?
They had their body armor. I had mine.
Охуеть, куда ему там вообще в пиксель попал? Нормально делаю, нормально. Так что, может я инфу какую-то просканирую?
Becker's blood money from the good doctor. Serrano had canceled one side of that transaction. The other was on me.
Oh. Все, готов? Ух ты, сука. Петушок.
They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running.
Хуйта. О, другое дело. G6, команд. Вообще это, по-моему, G3. Но опять-таки не дали прав на...
I figured I should check out the security monitors while I had the chance.
На некоторые названия оружек. На некоторые названия оружки выдали. Бля, я не туда шел. Так, собственно говоря, цель моего нахождения здесь я не понимаю.
It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up halfwit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way.
О, блядь, кого стрелять? Ну я тут полежу немножко. Фак. Бля, упал.
Todos seguindo adiante, rumo ao alvo.
Сука, давай как-нибудь в него выстрелим, давай. Их там двое. Я использовал последнюю птичку, да? А, нет, еще одну подобрал. Нормально. А? Что это было? Ля. Какой смешный парень. Не ожидал, наверное, такого прикола.
If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving.
Так, моя штучка золотается в моих руках. Да. Тем более не 20 патронов, теперь 45. Я считаю, это большой плюс.
If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix.
Бля, какой силач. Нормально. Что же мне надо найти в этой комнате, интересно? А.
Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Бля, Джиггернаут выходит каждый раз. Что за хуйня? Нахуй ты сюда идешь?
I'd killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too late for that now.
Столько помещений, ничего в них нету. Что-то, блять, подозрительное хуйня. О.
About the only Sao Paulo's own David and Goliath. I'd pinned De Silva as a coward, but he'd risked more than anyone, and he'd never taken a bribe.
Рисковал больше других.
If I didn't hurry, Becker would be long gone.
Not bad, да? Хуёво, наверное, быть.
AUP. Those were the guys who jumped the yacht in Panama. And what was this? Had the Brazilian cops tipped them off about the money?
Неужели... Неужели? Не, я хотел сказать, наверное, трудно быть единственным честным копом. Единственным честным копом во всей стране. Наверное, трудно. Наверное, трудно, как этой игре, не лагать на поворотах. Хотя, наверное, дело не в игре. В каком-то приколе.
I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was, 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to, on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine. I'd spent my career dozing off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time. The CS were all but out of business in Sao Paulo, and suddenly Becker and Victor looked like local heroes in the war on crime. They'd really gotten their money's worth outsourcing their problems onto me.
Далее N.
My old pal Serrano. We'd both been unwitting clowns in this sorry circus. Part of me hoped he'd made it out of that hotel alive. I didn't recognize the guy. Maybe this was the new slum king De Silva had talked about. A throne never stays empty for long. Fame at last. It was no great surprise I'd made Ufe's most wanted list. I hadn't done much to improve the reputation of Americans abroad over the past few weeks. And there they were, my illustrious employers. 3 dead and still every chance I'd go 4 for 4. None of this was gonna look good on the resume. And I was in good company. Howell Passos, sent up north to find a washed-up gringo who would act tough and play dumb. Boy, did he ever deliver.
Выйти escape. Вот сука. Бля. Тупо нашпиговал сзади. А что это у нас тут? А, это у нас вещдок, ёбаная рот. Да, неприятная ситуация. Сука. Бля, фонарик, может лучше фонарик взять? Нахуй, это говно. Чё? Ля, какой пассажир.
It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself.
Я найду что-то. О.
Nothing I was gonna find in there could make a difference now. I had all the evidence I needed.
Конечно же, большинство закрыто, но ёбаный рот, на что я надеялся? Не, наверное, даже на записи это будет казаться каким-то резким приколом.
Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast.
Чё, у меня слезки потекут сейчас?
That would have been too easy.
Сука.
My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique.
В жопу ему, в жопу. В пизду. Ой. Блядь, да не хотел я в голову. Что за хуета? Где моя... Где мой... Автомат украли.
There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system.
Ну-ка, ну-ка, ну-ка.
Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela. Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come. Him and Becker.
Как он так тихо вошел-то, блядь? Где я, блядь? Что я? Понятно. Блять, ну не одним из 12 патронов. Не сдох, хуя. Ля. Попал.
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
В смысле не было ничего? Пора двигаться дальше. Что значит не было ничего? А таблетки, блять? Где мои таблетки? Понятно, тихо.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda!
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
Then you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada.
Вот сука. Ля, заебали. Nice. Блять, таблетки я вижу. Сука! Сука! Чуть-чуть, до таблеток не нашел. Блять, лазерный прицел так удобно, я хуй. Охуеть, убил меня, аж заорал. Не-не-не-не-не-не-не-не. В щеку, пиздец.
Foda-se! Vamos, caralho!
Пока что это, блядь, самые нахуйнетки противники.
Bora, bora que eu te cubro, bora! Atire nele! Eu tô... Tu tá fudido na minha...
Блядь, вонючие гандоны, а? Дайте мне внутрь-то, блядь, зайти, заебали.